belly button in. Very nice. So, as you stay over here, keeping your eyes closed, and press your big toes down to the ground. Press your little toes down to the ground as well. Good. Now very slowly, start to open your eyes. Good. Making sure your feet are width apart. The next inhale, sweep your hands up to the ceiling, drawing the belly button in, squeezing a bum. Exhale, soft knees, forward fold, pushing your bum back as you dive down to the floor. Walking your fingers up your shin bones, inhale, take a halfway up, focusing on shifting your weight over your toes. Exhale, soft knees, forward fold down to the ground. Bending your knees, drawing your palms down, walk your way back into your tabletop pose. Tabletop pose, sinking your knees down to the mat. In the next inhale, arch your spine, coming into your cow spine again. Looking forward, exhale, lower chest, chin down to the ground as you come into knees, chest, chin position. Point your toes back, inhale, glide forward, resting onto your belly button, rolling the shoulders back. Squeeze the bum, inhale, roll up, baby cobra pose. Baby cobra pose, take one breath, inhale to pull the shoulders back. Exhale, lower down, looking down the floor, tuck your toes in. Inhale, push up to your knees. Exhale, squeeze the bum up to plank. Take one breath as you inhale in the plank pose, steadying yourself, tucking your tailbone towards the heels. Exhale, downward facing dog. I'm going to flow. The next inhale, lift your heels high up. Exhale, bend your knees, look between your hands, softly walk all the way to the front of the mat, coming into your forward fold. Inhale, roll yourself all the way to standing, reaching the hands up. Exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Allow your hands to stretch. Inhale, halfway up, fingers either onto the floor, onto your shin bones. Exhale, soft knees, forward fold. Palms down to the ground, walk back into your first plank pose for the second plank pose for the day. Plank pose, stay nice and strong. Take one deep breath as you press hard into your hands. Inhale. Exhale, lower knees down to the ground. Look at the floor in front of you as you inhale, round the shoulders. Exhale, shift shoulders forward, bend elbows, chaturanga pose, stay. Round the shoulders, squeeze the bum, take one breath, inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. Point your toes back, high cobra coming up, roll the shoulders back, inhale, squeeze, lifting up your chest, thighs onto the ground, squeeze the bum. Exhale, look forward, tuck toes in, lift up into your plank pose. Take one breath in plank as you inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog, start to stretch your thighs a little bit more over here. Feet are hip width apart. In the next inhale, lift the heels high up, bend your knees, look between your hands. Either big step, jump forward, fold forward, your choice to the top of the mat. Straighten knees, forward fold. Inhale, roll yourself up to standing, reaching the hands up, maybe throwing the back bend if you're already used to it, lifting your chest up. Exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Your forward fold is your knees bent, guarding your palms down. For those who want to step back, hop back, you can either be in plank or straight away chaturanga. Take one breath, inhale. Exhale, everyone chaturanga straight away. Roll the shoulders back, point your toes back. Inhale, up dog, thighs above the ground. Pull the shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. So those are your three options you can take every time we go into Vinyasa Flow. I will still direct you through them. In the next inhale, lift your heels high up, bend your knees, look between your hands. Now press hard into your hands. You can either jump, step, float forward to the top of the mat. Straighten knees, forward fold. Inhale, roll yourself all the way to standing, reaching the hands up. Maybe start to squeeze the bum, lift the chest up even higher. Exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold down to the ground. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Bending your knees, guarding your palms down, walk back to downward facing dog. Downward facing dog, so to bring your feet together to touch at the back of the mat. In the next inhale, strip your right leg up to the ceiling, straight and strong, hips square down to the floor. Noticing that you're looking at your left ankle. In the next inhale, lift the left heel a little bit higher off the ground. Exhale, pull your right knee over to your nose and step your right foot forward between your hands. Sink the left knee down, point your left toes back if you want to. Inhale, sweep your hands up, low lunge pose over here. Exhale, squeeze the left bum, sink a little bit lower, bending more into your right knee. Push away from your left knee, inhale, push your hips back to center. Exhale, shift it forward as you reach your hands up a little bit higher. One last one. Inhale, push your hips back to center. Exhale, shift it forward as you ground over here, pressing your right toes down to the ground. Relax your elbows, take one breath. Inhale, firing out the core. Exhale, reach forward, leaning over to your front toe. You're going to feel the stretch, the squeeze along the right hip flexors. Taking one breath over here, gazing down at the floor to keep your neck nice and long. Exhale, fingers down to frame your front foot. Left finger to bend your left shoulder. Inhale, twist, reach that right hand up to the ceiling. Twisting from your waist, very minimal weight onto your left fingertip. Take one breath again as you inhale, reach out a little bit higher, feel the stretch. Exhale, both hands down to the ground. Tuck your left toes in, lift your left knee off the ground. We're going to stay here for one breath as you squeeze that left bum cheek. As you exhale, ground your palms down, step back to plank. Option knees down to the ground as you take one breath in the assisted plank or full plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Vinyasa flow coming up on your toes, but inhale, high cobra up dog, your choice. Exhale, let's meet back in downward facing dog. Downward facing dog, feet are close together, touching the next inhale, reach the left foot up to the ceiling, straight and strong. Hips are squared down to the floor as you inhale, lift the right heel even higher, setting the left leg a little higher. Exhale, pull your left knee over to your chest, roll forward, step left foot forward between your hands. Sink your right knee down, so then point your right toes back. Inhale, rise up into a high lunge pose, squeezing your right bum cheek. Exhale, sink your hips further forward as you bend more into the left knee. It's a nice stretch for you. Inhale, come back up to center. Hips are above your right knee. Exhale, sink it forward. You feel a nice stretch along the right hip flexors. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, last one, sink it forward. Feel the stretch over here as you just relax your elbows. Use your stomach to keep your entire core strong as you inhale. Exhale, lean forward 45 degrees. Start to transfer the pressure over to your left hip flexors. Stay for one breath as you inhale. Exhale, lower fingers down to frame your front foot. Right fingertips below your right shoulder. Inhale, twist. Reach the left hand up to the ceiling. I want you to twist from the waist, so not pressing down from the floor. Take one more breath. Inhale, reach out a little bit higher. Exhale, lower both hands down to the ground. Tuck your right toes in, lift your right knee off. As you inhale to stay, straighten your right knee. Stay to exhale as you feel the stretch along the right hip flexors. Now press into your hands, inhale, step back into your plank. Again, option, always knees down to the ground. Take one breath, inhale, round the shoulders. Everybody shift your shoulders forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Hug your elbows in, point your toes back. Inhale, glide up, high cobra up dog, your choice. Squeeze the bum. Exhale, let's meet back in downward facing dog. Feet up together, touch the next. Inhale, reach that right leg up to the ceiling. This time around, shine your right toes all the way up, bend into your right knee, scorpion tail. As you go into your scorpion tail, try to square your shoulders down to the floor. Next, inhale, lift the left heel even higher. Squeeze the right bum. Squeeze the right heel over to the bum a little bit more. Exhale, step right foot forward between your hands. Again, sink your left knee down to the ground. You can keep the left toes tucked in. Inhale, reach your hands up to the ceiling. As you exhale, I want you to straighten the right knee and sweep your hands back as you lean over your half Hanuman. Over here, pointing your right toes up. Inhale, rebend your right knee, sweeping the hands up. Maybe this time you can go into cactus arms, rolling the shoulders back and pulling the elbows down. Must squeeze the left bum cheek. Exhale, now sweep the hands forward and towards the back as you straighten the right knee, reaching and looking forward towards the front of you. Inhale, one last time, sweeping your hands up. Maybe do a pull down with your elbows as you pull the elbows down. And as you exhale, hands reaching forward, reaching all the way back. You're going to stay over here, reaching your hands back. One more breath. Inhale, lift the chest a little bit higher, pull the right hip bone back. Nothing moves except your fingers down to the floor. Now, press hard into your fingertips as you gaze at your right foot. Now, I want you to try only as you round your shoulders, press into your fingertips, maybe lift your right heel off for one breath only. Inhale. Exhale, right heel down to the ground. Rebend your right knee, hands down to frame your front foot. Inhale, rise up one more time. Exhale, palms to heart center. Still on the right foot, maybe this side's very stretched already. Press your hands really tight, nice and high as you inhale. And as you exhale, twist left elbow on top of your right knee and stay. Now, in the next inhale, lift the left elbow 1 inch above your right knee and stay. Start to inhale as you look over in front of your palms. As you exhale, try to twist a little bit more as you try to pull your right elbow towards the back of the room to deepen your twist. Super active twist over here. Next inhale, return back, frame your hands between your foot up, with your foot in between, hands down to your ground. Lift your left knee up, step back to plank. Let's all flow through Vinyasa Flow over here. Take one breath as you inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog again, pulling the shoulders back. Let's all meet back in downward facing dog over here as you start to pedal your knees. In downward facing dog, one deep breath as you inhale. Open your mouth. Slide out. Next inhale, reach your left leg up to the ceiling. Now this time, point your left toes and open up, scorpion tail. Scorpion tail over here, you're squaring your shoulders down to the mat. Next inhale, lift your right heel even higher, sending the left knee even more. Exhale, squeeze the left bum cheek. Left heel to the left bum cheek, just here. One more breath, point your left knee a little bit higher. Exhale to step your left foot forward between your hands. Sink your right knee down to the mat, keeping your right toes tucked in. Inhale, reach both hands up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, straighten the left knee, send your hips back, reaching your hands towards the back, looking in front of you. All this while. Inhale, sweep your hands back up to the ceiling. Maybe this time around again, go into your cactus arms. To stay, I'm chewing hair in my mouth. And exhale, reach your hands forward, sweep your hands back as you straighten the left knee, pointing your left toes up. Inhale, one last time, reaching your hands up. Cactus arms, pull your elbows down. There's a nice back opener, shoulder opener. Exhale, reach your hands forward, sweep your hands back, and you're going to stay looking in front of you, noticing that I don't go too low. You want to use your hands to pull your chest up as you reach your hands back. And as you exhale, just shift your hips further back as you slowly lower your fingertips down to the floor, still keeping the left knee bent. Staying strong onto your fingers frame your left knee. As you inhale, round the shoulders, stare your left toes. As you exhale, maybe lift the left heel off the floor for one breath. As you inhale, exhale, left foot back down, rebend the left knee. Inhale, rise up one more time. Exhale, palms to heart center. Still following me? Hanging there as you inhale, press high to your left toes. Exhale, everyone twist, right elbow just above the left knee. As you inhale, lift your elbow just 1 inch off the left. As you exhale, slowly start to look towards the back and try to point your left elbow, back elbow towards the back a little bit more, twisting as you pull your right hip forward. Nice. Very slowly come into center. Hands frame your front foot. Lift your right knee off the ground, step back to plank. Plank pose one more time, take one deep breath, knees down to your guys option. Exhale, chaturanga. Whew. Point your toes back, inhale, glide up dog, high cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, feet are touching together at the back of the mat. One breath over here as you inhale. Open your mouth, side out. Next inhale, lift the right hip leg up. One more time over here. Feel free. Open up, scorpion tail. Taking one breath over here as you inhale, lifting the left heel even higher. Exhale, drive your right knee over to your right triceps, right armpit. Your choice, stay. Option 1, stay. Option 2, do one push-up. Option 3, no option, don't worry. Take one breath as you inhale. Exhale, pull your right knee over to your chest. Step right foot forward between your hands. This time around, high lunge pose. Inhale, sweep both hands up to the ceiling. In your high lunge pose. High lunge pose, allowing your right knee bend a little bit more. Squeezing and straightening the left bum cheeks a little bit more. Take one breath, inhale, press into your right toes. Exhale, do it one more time. Lean forward 45 degrees, feel the weight onto your right hip flexors. Inhale, rise back up into your high lunge pose. Exhale, lean forward 45 degrees, stay. One last time, inhale, rise up, transfer the weight over to your left bum cheek. Exhale, lean forward 45 degrees, stay over here. Option 1, stay with your hands reaching forward. Option 2, you fly your hands back, your choice. Option 3, maybe warrior 3 if you want that, otherwise just stay. One breath only. Inhale, exhale. Fingertips down to the ground. With your fingertips down to the ground, I want you to keep your hips as low as possible so that you're sinking into your right hip flexors over here. Still going into a nice twist, left finger below left shoulder. Your legs are squeezing really hard. Inhale, twist, reach the right hand up. Option 1, stay. Option 2, come onto your left fingertip. Option 3, left hand to heart center. For 3, hang in there. For 2, keep reaching. And 1, look down, both hands frame your front foot. Step back into plank. Flow through Vinyasa or downward dog is where we meet. As you inhale, exhale chaturanga if you're doing it. Inhale, up dog, point your shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feet are close together, touching the legs. Inhale, reach the left leg up to the ceiling. Feel free, open up, scorpion tail. Lift your right heel even higher. Take one breath, inhale. Exhale, left knee, left armpit to touch. Option 1, stay. Option 2, do one push-up over here. And take one breath, inhale. Exhale, knee to your chest. Step left foot forward between your hands. Inhale, rise up, high lunge pose over here, making sure your hips are squared towards the front of you. This is really testing my breath, man. Take one breath over here. Exhale, lean forward 45 degrees, feeling the weight in your left hip flexors. Inhale, rise back up, squeezing the right bum cheek. Exhale, leaning forward one more time, feeling the weight along that left bum a lot more. Inhale, reach back one more time. Exhale, lean forward. You're going to stay over here for one breath, taking your option, hands forward, or hands fly back, your choice, or warrior 3 for just one breath. Inhale. Exhale, fingertips down onto the floor. Allow your left knee to bend a little bit more so you sink a little bit deeper into this lunge position. Right hand below right shoulder, inhale, twist. Reach that left hand up. Option 1, right fingertip coming onto your right fingertip. Option 2, palm, right palm over to your heart center and stay for 3, 2, 1. Both hands down to the ground. Step back to plank. Plank pose over here, you can flow through your vinyasa as you inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Otherwise, meet back in down dog. Point your toes back. Inhale, glide up. High cobra if you want to. High cobra up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more breath before one more flow before we take a quick break. Inhale, reach that right leg up to the ceiling. Open up scorpion tail if you want to. Exhale to twist. Right knee touches your left elbow and stay. Look over to your left hand, stretch your right foot over to the left side, swivel down onto the inside of the left foot for the triangle. Inhale, reach your left hand up to the ceiling. Option 1, stay. Option 2, float the right foot all the way up to up above the ground for 3. For 2, lift your hands a little bit higher. And 1, left hand down. Let's all meet back in 3-legged dog. Right foot go all the way up. Take one breath over here as you inhale. Exhale, right knee over to your chest. Stay. Option 1, pull your right knee higher. Option 2, hover your right foot between your hands for 3, 2, 1. Step right foot forward between your hands. Inhale, rise up into your high lunge pose one more time over here. Now go into your cactus arms to squeeze. Don't clench your fists together to touch. Roll that shoulders back. Bend more into your right knee. Inhale, lift the chest, squeeze the left bum. Exhale, pull the elbows down, lift up your chest a little bit more. As you inhale. And as you exhale, reach your hands forward, round your shoulders, just staring forward. Inhale, reach your hands up to the ceiling. Now this time around, keep your hips where they are. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Chair pose, knees are apart, stay. Whew. Stay in chair pose. As you inhale, exhale, bum sit back a little bit deeper over here. Hang out in chair pose. Option 1, stay in chair pose. Option 2, go into your crow for just one more breath, everyone. Those in chair, stay a little bit more. Those in crow, fly. Those in chair, straighten knees, forward fold. Those in crow, stay. Those in chair, halfway up, inhale. Those in chair, exhale, forward fold. Now everyone, you can either jump back from crow or step back into plank. Flow through your vinyasa, rolling the shoulders back. We will meet back in downward facing dog. Whew. Downward dog is where we meet. One deep breath, everyone, as you inhale. Exhale. Feet are close together, touching the legs. Inhale, send that left leg up to the ceiling. Open up, scorpion tail. Press onto your both hands. Inhale, lift the right knee even higher. Exhale, left knee touches your right elbow. Stay, look over to your right side. Stretch your left arm over to the side. Place it down to the ground. Swivel down to the inside of your right foot. Reach the right hand up to the ceiling. Option 1, stay. Option 2, lift the left toes off the ground for 3, for 2, and 1. Right hand down, swivel and kick the left foot all the way up to the ceiling. One breath, inhale. Exhale, knee to chest, knee to nose and stay. Option 1, stay, hugging even higher. Option 2, left foot that hovers between your hands for 3, for 2, and 1. Step left foot forward between your hands. Inhale, rise up, high lunge pose over here. Exhale, bend your elbows, cactus arms, sink your hips a little bit deeper here. Roll the shoulders back as you squeeze the right bum, sink a little deeper, lift the chest up. Inhale. Exhale, look forward, reach your hands straight forward, rounding your shoulders. Very nice. Inhale, reach your hands up to the ceiling. Your hips are where they are, do not straighten your left knee. Exhale, just step your right foot forward. Check pose, feet are hip width apart, a bit deeper. You go one more time, crow pose, crane pose, your choice over here. Sit those that want to stay in chair pose. Those that want to crow it or crane. Some of my regulars, you know you can crane. Go ahead and do so, rolling the elbows forward. Chair pose, straighten knees, forward fold. Crane pose, crow pose, hanging there, squeeze your bum a little bit more. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Everybody, plank or jump back through your Vinyasa Flow. We will meet back in child's pose over here. Wipe out the sweat. Take one breath into inhale. Open your mouth, slide out. Come up to sit position, you breathe over that. Hold on your sweat. 2 more breaths to rest. As you inhale. Slow down your heartbeat, exhale. One more breath to slow it down as you inhale through your nose. Try to close, keep your lips closed. Control your exhalation out through your nose. Very nice. When you're ready, let's all meet back in downward facing dog. Downward facing dog over here, so to bring your feet close together, touch at the back of the mat. In your next inhale, swim your right leg up to the ceiling, open up, scorpion tail. Just allow yourself to lift your left heel off the ground, coming out onto your right, fingertip whelping coming up. Either stay, no actually don't stay, swim out to the outer edge of your left foot. You're going to start to drop your right toes behind you and reach that right hand up. Option 1, stay your right toes down the ground. Option 2, squeeze your right heel up to your bum, hover your whelping over here for 3, squeeze the bum for 2, and 1, everybody look back down, plant the right hand down and kick the right leg up to the ceiling. Straight leg, 3-legged up over here. Take one deep breath over here as you inhale. Exhale, right knee, right armpit, stay. Now, step right foot outside your right hand. Good. And the step right foot outside right hand, you can choose to have blocks below you, especially if you find yourself hunching down onto your ground, or you can choose to stay onto your fingertips. Option 1, knees down onto your ground. Option 2, knee off the ground. Your choice over here. So everyone, you're going to stay over here and rock out into your lizard lunge pose. I want you to focus on hugging your right knee into the right shoulder. As you look forward, you're aiming to sink your hips a bit lower. Feeling the stretch in the left hip flexors muscles over here. Start to walk your hands or blocks, one palm forward. As you inhale, come out to your fingertips. Keep looking forward, squeeze the left bum. As you exhale, bend your elbows. Maybe you can touch the ground or maybe you cannot touch the ground, your choice, only don't worry. 2 more times, inhale, straighten, elbows come out to your fingertips. Exhale, bend your elbows. Imagine coming into your dolphin kind of arms. Inhale, straighten elbows, come on to your fingertips. Exhale, try to lower elbows down as low as possible. They do not have to touch the ground, but I want you to keep hugging your elbows in and squeezing your mat between your hands as low as possible. If you can touch the ground already, great. If you cannot touch the ground, hover for 3, for 2, stretching out the hip flexors a lot more, and 1, inhale, push up. Walk your hands back below your hips. Good. Now, everybody sink your left knee down to the mat if you haven't already done so. Point your left toes back. Your right toes are going to point 45 degrees out. Now, left hand below the left shoulder, right hand inside your right thigh. I want you to lift the right toes off the ground, flex it, and then just start to push the right knee out to the side, stretching out the bum cheek over here. At the same time, be a little bit more active. Imagine dragging your right heel in towards your left knee. That's the direction you want to drag. Taking one deep breath over here as you inhale. Option 1. Start to keep this right knee pointing out. Just lift your hand away for active stretch, reaching the right hand towards the back of the room. Good. Option 2, I want you to tuck your left toes in and lift that left knee off the ground so you take a nicer, more active lunge over here. Keep reaching your right hand towards the back of the room as well. One more breath over here as you inhale. Exhale, right hand inside your right foot, close your right knee in, point your right toes forward. Option 1, stay and bend your elbows a little bit more into chaturanga. Hands. Option 2, everybody hug your right knee into the right shoulder and just lift the right heel off the right foot off the ground for 3, 2, 1, step back to plank. Take one breath in plank, flow through your vinyasa as you inhale. Exhale to chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Getting ready for the other side. And next inhale, kick the left foot up to the ceiling. Open up, scorpion tail. One more breath over here, lift the right heel up, coming onto your left fingertip. Spin down onto the outer edge of your right foot. You can either drop down the wild thing or hover your right thing, wild thing as you reach the left hand up. Notice my left heel is squeezed up to my mouth because I'm taking a more difficult option. One more breath as you inhale. Exhale, look down, left hand plants down, right, left foot kicks up. One more breath over here as you inhale. Exhale, left knee, left armpit all the way. Step left foot outside, left hand. Stay onto your hands, use the blocks if you have to. Your right knee can go down, your right foot can stay off, your choice over here. Control yourself. You want to keep flexing that right bum cheek, tightening it over here. Everyone, if you have blocks, walk your blocks forward, one pump. Or just walk up, walk down onto your hand. Everyone, come onto your fingers as you inhale. Exhale, palms down, elbows, maybe try to bend down towards the floor. Inhale, straighten elbows, lift onto your fingertips. Squeeze the bum to allow yourself more movement. Exhale, hands, elbows down onto your floor. Keep squeezing the palms and the elbows towards each other. Inhale, straighten elbows, come onto your fingertips again. One last one. Exhale, palms down to the ground. Hug the elbows in as you bend into your dolphin elbows over here. Hug the left knee in as well for 3. For 2, if you can touch down, that's great. And 1, everybody straighten your elbows. Walk your hands back below your shoulders. Sink your right knee down to the mat. Point your right toes back. Point your left toes 45 degrees out to the side this time round. So the same thing, right hand below right shoulder. If your wrists are feeling pain, you can place onto a block so you have less weight onto your hands, or you can come onto your fist and ground the knuckles down to your ground. Same thing as usual, okay? So what you can, right, left hand inside your left thigh. I want you to lift the left toes off for an active stretch. Push your thighs over as you drop your hips down and look over to your left. You want to stay over here as you try to drag the left heel towards your right knee. Maybe sink a little bit more. Now, making sure your knee is always trying to go all the way down, you're going to release your hands as option 1 and reach the left hand towards the back of the room. So notice your hips are still where they are, your knee is still where they are. Option 2, tuck your back toes and lift that back knee off the ground just for a more deeper stretch for one more breath as you inhale. Exhale, left hand below your left shoulder, point the left toes forward, hug your left knee back in. Now, option 1, bend your elbows and hug the left knee in. Option 2, flex your left toes, hug your left knee in and lift the left foot off the ground for 3. For 2, and 1, everyone step back to plank. Either be back in downward or flow through vinyasa, take 1 breath. Exhale back to downward or your chaturanga. Flow through. Meaning back in downward, facing dog. Downward facing dog, take 1 deep breath over here, inhale. Exhale all the way out. Whew. Next inhale, reach your right leg up one more time towards the top of the ceiling. Don't need to bend your knee, just straighten it up all the way over here. Or lift your hips a bit higher, or try to open a little bit more. Now exhale, pull your right knee over to your left elbow. And you're going to stretch your right foot out over to the side. Fallen triangle pose over here. Stay fallen triangle. Option 2, pull the right knee into the chest. Option 3, start to spin up towards the top of the ceiling as you point your right knee up to the ceiling for 3. For 2, and 1, rewind back, left hand down, kick the right foot all the way up to the ceiling. 1 breath, inhale. Exhale, step right foot forward between your hands. Inhale, rise up, high lunge pose over here. We're going to twist. Exhale, palms to heart center. Making sure that you're squeezing a mat between your feet over here. As you inhale, pull your belly button in. As you exhale, just twist over to the right, hugging both thighs in towards each other. Now, start to stretch your right hand towards the back of the room. Start to stretch your left hand towards the front of the room. And you stay over here as you inhale. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper into your right knee. Now, start to reach your left hand forward towards the front of the room. As you exhale, reverse your revolve warrior over here as you reach the left hand up. Maybe right hand finds the back of the right thigh. Take 1 breath over here as you inhale. Exhale, come back into your revolved crescent over here. Very nice. Hanging there with me. Very slowly lean forward, right hand onto your right hip. Good. Slowly touch your left fingertip down next to your right foot. Start to lean forward and float the left foot up. Just stay. Option 1, you're going to stay over here and try to lift the left foot even higher. Option 2, you're just going to walk your left fingertip outside your right foot. Option 3, you're going to hug your left hand over to your right calf muscles and stay. Option 4, reach the right hand up to the ceiling. Option 5, hanging there, everybody breathe. Exhale, look down, both hands down to frame your front foot. Soften right knee, pull the left knee into the chest. Inhale, right up to stand. Bring the left knee along with you. Whoa, whoa. And exhale, hands interlaced in front of your left knee, hanging on onto your right. Standing very straight, steady onto your right foot a lot more. Whoa. So to walk your hands below your left thigh. Take one breath, hugging in even more. Option 1, you're going to kick your left foot forward and hang it there. Option 2, release your hands, reach your hands up. One deep breath. Use your breath to steady yourself and clench your right bum cheek. Inhale. And as you exhale, let your hands fall back along your thigh. Relax. You're still staying over here. Good. Hang in there as you inhale. Exhale, palms to heart center. Bring your left knee behind your right knee. Squeeze the left heel up to your bum. Now everyone, slide your left knee behind your right knee all the way down to your right ankle. And slowly land your left knee next to your right ankle onto the floor. Yay! Sit down. Over here. All still alive? Hooray! Start to reach your left hand up to the ceiling. Exhale, twist left elbow outside your right knee. Plant your right hand behind you. Inhale, lifting your chest up. This is a nice twist. Exhale, look towards the back of the room. Woo. Slowly inhale, come in the center. And exhale, right hand inside your right elbow. Left hand just next to your hips. Option 1, everybody, watch me first. You're going to come plant both hands down onto the ground. What you want to do minimally is to shove your right elbow inside your right thigh and use your back foot is just hiding behind you, and just lift your bum up and just lean into your push-up. Option 2, for those who can already fly, you're going to lean to your elbow. Notice my back knee is still off. We're going to kick this right foot forward. Okay? Option 3, both feet off. Lean forward. Kick this foot forward, maybe lean forward, reach the left foot back, and just come back down. Okay, this is your chance to play. Again, option 1, just bum up, body down. Option 2, bum up, right foot out. Option 3, fly. And we're going to just end up back into where we were sitting down for 3, 2, 1, rebend the knee, come back down to stand, to sit. Woo! How we came up is how we went down is how we came up. Ready? Look forward, reach your hands forward. You're going to plant onto your right foot a lot more, so lean back. And exhale, step onto your right foot, bring the left knee up together with you, right to the stand. Exhale, drop your left foot down, palms to heart center, shake out your right foot. Come on to the top of the mat, feet are fist width apart. Inhale, arms up, take a nice back bend if you want to. Exhale, soft knees, forward fold. Woo. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, grind your palms, and you can jump back, hop back, flow through your vinyasa. We'll meet back in down low, okay, for the left side. So, lean forward if you're jumping, hopping back, good job. Down dog is where we meet. Over here. Take one breath as you inhale. Open your mouth, slide out, people. One more breath. Inhale into your nose. Open your mouth, slide out one more time. Good job. Next inhale, kick that left leg straight up to the ceiling. Feel free to stretch the left leg a little more higher up, but keep the left knee straight. Exhale, twist left knee over to your right elbow. Stretch the left foot out in front of you. We're going to go into a falling triangle. So spin down to inside the right foot and reach the right hand up. Option 1, stay. Option 2, pull the left knee up to your chest. Option 3, twist and point the left knee up to the ceiling for 3, 2, unwind your corkscrew, right hand down. Kick that left foot all the way up to stand. Good. Take one breath as you inhale. Exhale, step left foot forward between your hands. Great job, everyone. Inhale, rise up into your high lunge pose. High lunge pose over here. We're going to twist the other time. So I want you to imagine hugging your both thighs in. Imagine you're trying to pull that right back hip forward as you twist. Exhale, you're going to twist, palms to heart center first. So draw that belly button in. Use your hips to help yourself. Exhale, twist over to the left. Imagine pulling your right hip bone forward. Great. Now stay in this posture. Reach your right hand back. Reach the left hand forward. Now bend the left knee a little bit more. This is how you twist. Taking one breath over here as you inhale. Exhale, reach your right hand forward, lean. And inhale, revolve. Reverse it over here, hugging your thighs in a little bit more. This is a balanced pose. And exhale, come back into your revolve crescent. Very slowly reach forward again. Rest your right finger down onto the floor. Bring the left hand over to your thighs. Keeping your hips square, lean forward and sort of lift the right toes off, balancing it over here. Option 1, stay onto your right finger, your right bum cheek must squeeze. Option 2, sort of walk your right finger over to outside your left foot. Option 3, hug. Use your right palm to hug in close to your left calf muscles. Option 4, reach the left hand up to the ceiling. Option 5, breathe everyone. Inhale. Exhale, release both hands down to the ground, frame your front foot. Soften left knee, pull your right knee into the chest as you inhale, rise up to stand. Pulling your right knee up together with you. Squeeze the left bum cheek, maybe interlace fingers below your right knee and try to squeeze it a little bit more. You know what to expect, so hands below your thighs. You're going to work out the hip flexors a little bit more over here. Option 1, kick it forward, try your best. Pull the hip bone back, very good. Stop the belly button. Option 2, release the hands towards the top of the ceiling for 3, for 2, and 1. Save your knee again. Release your hands to heart center as you pull the right knee behind your left. Now squeeze the right heel up to your bum a little bit more and just slide the right knee all the way down until your right knee lands just on the left side of your left ankle. Sit your bum down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach the right hand up to the ceiling. You're going to twist, exhale, twist over, hook your right elbow outside your left knee, plant the left hand down behind your back. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, twist and look towards the back of the room. Try to straighten that right back elbow. Take one breath over here as you inhale. And exhale, unwind and twist over here. Same option as usual. Now, I am just going to face the screen because I've got no space over here. You're going to place the left elbow inside the middle of the left thigh. And you're going to plant your hands down into chaturanga hands. So option 1, you're just going to lean forward and lift your bum. And you're going to stay practicing your chaturanga. Option 2, you're going to lift your bum, back knee still down to the ground, but I want you to practice your back knee still down to the ground. Your left is going to hug into your left triceps, and you're going to lean forward and kick the foot up. Okay? Other than that, for those who know how to fly, you just shift your way forward. Once this foot is up, you're going to slowly lift back the other leg and try to hug over here. And we're going to gently come back down to this twisted pose like how we did so earlier. Cool? You got about 1 full breath, 2 full breaths to do that. So take your own chances. Hands are down, chaturanga hands minimally. Now hug those elbows in, lean forward. And you're going to start to fly at least one leg maybe, or lean left, fly 2 legs maybe. And we're going to bend those knees as well and come back down. Just gracefully like how we did so earlier. So, hands are going to be in front of you, hands reaching forward. You're going to rock back and place the left foot down onto the floor rather than stand, pulling your right knee all the way out. Whoa. For 3, for 2, and 1. Drop it down, walk it out. Stay standing, shake it out. Wipe your sweat. Are we there? No, we are 7:04. See? Almost 1 hour, not even done yet. I'm only halfway there, by the way. The next one will be a glute stretch. Don't worry to counter all this. Hope you guys are having fun so far. I hope. I haven't done this for so long. So I've done a lot of closed hip stretches, a lot of your inner thighs hugging towards each other. I'm going to counter this with an open hips, so it's a lot of open, open, open in the next few rounds. So take a sip of water, walk it out. Okay? We're ready. Let's come to the top of the mat. As you come to the top of the mat, have your feet fist width apart. Noticing I never say feet are touching at the top of the mat, right? I always say fist width apart because so that you have a lot of bum strength over here. I can hear someone say, she's going to say chair pose. You're right. Next, inhale, bend the knees, reach your hands forward, chair pose over here. I'm going to make sure your chair pose is a lot harder, so I want you to just turn around, making sure you're imagining dolphin arms over here. So bend the elbows, point your palms forward, hug those elbows in. As you sit in your chair, I want you to really tuck the tailbone down towards the mat. Now, you're going to start to lift your elbows and reach your hands up to the ceiling. You're going to focus on trying to pull the elbows back. If you cannot pull it a little bit more, don't let your elbows flare out. Keep reaching, squeeze the thighs a little bit more. Keep reaching for 3, 2, 1. Sweep your hands back, forward, fold. Interlace fingers. If you want to reach your hands up, as you interlace fingers, just bending your forward fold, pedal your knees over here. And very slowly unleash your hands, release your hands, softening your knees, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, straighten your knees, leaning forward to your toes. Exhale, forward fold down to the ground. Bending your knees, bending your palms, and we're going to flow through one round vinyasa, so feel free, walk back, jump back, float back, go through your plank vinyasa, or simply meet back in downward facing dog. Let's go. Downward facing dog is where we meet, everyone. Take one deep breath and just bring your feet close together at the back of the mat. In your next inhale, reach your right leg up to the ceiling, open up, scorpion tail. Very nice. Option 1, stay scorpion tail. Option 2, drop into whelping. Take a nice stretch over here. Woo. Taking one deep breath over here. Inhale. Exhale, gaze back down. We're going to return back into your three-legged dog. Stretch out your right leg all the way up. Very nice. Exhale, step right foot forward between your hands. Spin the left heels on 90 degrees. Rise up. Warrior 2 pose here. Hooray! She's like, yay! Warrior 2 already. Warrior 2, make sure your bum is squeezed, the heel is lined against each other. As you point your right knee out to the side, sink a bit deeper. Good. Feel from palm move forward, inhale, reach forward, pause. I want you to feel this squeeze over here as you draw the right knee out a little bit more. Option 1, stay. Option 2, reach that left hand towards the front and up to the ceiling, opening up as you're holding one big ball over here. Stay. Inhale. Exhale. Reverse your warrior, keeping your right knee bent, reaching the right hand up, left hand goes down. Option 1, stay. Option 2, reach your left hand to the back of the room, train up your core. One breath, inhale. Exhale, return back into warrior 2, straighten front knee. Slowly keep your hands here. Option 2, palms to heart center. Bend that left knee, point your right toes up. Sit back, skandasana. Left hand goes forward, just below your groin as you reach that right hand up. Option 2, left elbow hooks underneath your left thigh, look inside the left knee as you push the left knee over to the side. Stay. In the energy and flow of Bruce Lee, slowly crawl forward into your warrior 2. So Tai Chi your way through. Reverse your warrior one more time. Exhale, side angle, hands down inside your right knee as you reach your right hand all the way up. Next, inhale, return back, warrior 2, straighten front knee, sink back into your skandasana. Same energy as before, travel forward into your warrior 2. Reach forward, look forward, lift the left heel up. Slowly dip the left foot forward and start to lift, coming into your half moon pose. Whoa! I'm losing my balance. Half moon pose over here. here, very slowly soften your right knee. We're going to land back into your warrior two. Sink a little bit deeper. Reach your hands forward. Right hand inside your right knee, left hand goes up. Bend the left hand behind you, making sure your left palm is facing away from your back. So if you look at the screen, I'm going to just move a little bit. As you just find over here, your left hand can find inside your right thigh. Option 2, drop your right elbow down, ready behind, and find your other left hand. And you're going to rock out here in your bind as you look up to the ceiling. As you look to the ceiling, use your right elbow to push your right knee out to the side a little bit more. There's a painful point where your right hip is going to go. Release me, do not release. Breathe into it as you inhale. Looking down at the ground, I want you to walk your left toes one step into the center and straighten your right knee. Staying over here as you inhale, keeping your right knee slightly bent. Exhale, rebend your right knee, release your hands, rise up into warrior two, straighten front knee, triangle pose. Lift the left back hip up, reach forward, exhale, triangle. See, I'm dancing a lot in this posture. In the next inhale, rebend into your right knee. Exhale, palms together, touch, sit back against Skandasana pose. This time around, option 1, left hand outside left foot, right hand reaches up. Option 2, bend the left elbow behind your knee, right hand finds it behind. And you're going to slowly stay and lift the chest up. Option 3, flamingo coming up. Walk your right foot underneath your hip. Okay? Hang on tight to your left knee, lift the left toes up. Place foot onto your right knee and stand up. And stay. For 3, 2, struggle. 1, those in flamingo, come back down. Straighten out your right foot back over. Join the rest in option 1, left hand down, right hand goes up. Very slowly, both hands down to the ground. Straighten your left knee, point both toes forward. Wide leg up, forward fold. Wide leg up, forward fold over here. If you want to, go upside down. You can go onto your headstand, forearm stand. The rest of us shift your way over to your big toes and dive forward a little bit more over here. For those who are going into your upside down pose, you want to focus on staying, trying to float a little bit more over here. You got 2 full breaths as you inhale and exhale. Inhale, nose in upside down. Slowly exhale to bring your feet back down onto the ground. Everyone, hands below your shoulders. Inhale, halfway up. And as you exhale, soften both knees. Spin your right toes forward. You're going to rise up into warrior two again. You're going to go, Still right foot? Yes, still warrior two. One last one, people. Birds of paradise. Inhale, reach forward with your right hand. Exhale, right hand inside your right foot. Left hand goes up. Remember the bind we did earlier? Same thing. Left hand down behind you. Drop your right shoulder. Try to find the other hand and stay. Look down at the front of the mat. You're going to walk your left toes all the way to the top of the mat. Making sure you go into your 2 banded pose over here. Good. Lift your right heel up. Shift it over to your left foot. Hang on really tight to your hands. Or simply just place your hands where they are. I'm going to give you the option later on. Those binded, rise up to stand. Those who have lost your bind, right hand hangs onto your right knee. Those who are still in bind, straighten your right foot all the way up for 3, for 2, and 1. Rebend your right knee. Everybody drop down. Don't release your bind yet. Step your left foot all the way back. Release that bind. Straighten your right knee. Triangle pose is where we're going to meet. Lifting the left hand up, right hand inside your right foot. And very slowly look down. Soften right knee. Walk your hands forward. Step forward to the top of the mat. Legs outside your feet, feet outside your shoulders. Bend your knees, sink down. Malasana pose. Rock it out side to side. You'll notice one hip is a lot more looser or tighter than the other side. Great. So over here, you have a few choices. You can either plant your hands down and you can walk back into your plank, flow through your knees, chest, chin, flow through your vinyasa. Or you can go into wide-legged crow and lift. Or you can go into frog hops. Basically, from your hands down, you're going to hop up and down 3 times. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. So if you're doing your crow, your legs are squeezing outside your triceps. You're going to lean forward and you're just going to point your toes back and practice this as you squeeze your thighs in towards the elbows. For those doing frog hops, you need to squeeze your hips flexors really strong and press into your hands. So this is how it goes. Both hands down, keeping your hip flexors strong, and lift and squeeze, pulling your heels up to your bum. As you press, you're going to lift a little bit more and down. 3 more times. Flow through your vinyasa. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. Woo! I'm tired. I think we'll meet down one side, right? Yes. One more side to go. Don't worry, you're almost done. I think. Take one more breath over here. So inhale, meeting back in downward facing dog. Exhale, side out. Always drop on the rest if you have to. One more breath as you inhale. Open your mouth, side out. Next inhale, reach the left leg up to the ceiling. Open a scorpion tail. Option 1, stay. Option 2, wild thing. Stay for 1 breath as you inhale. Exhale, everyone. We're going to meet back in 3-legged downward facing dog as you reach the left foot all the way up. Take 1 breath over here as you inhale. Exhale, step left foot forward between your hands. Spin your right heels down 90 degrees. Rise up into Warrior 2. Warrior 2, over here, feel from palm up. Inhale, reach forward. And stay as you squeeze the hip flexors a lot more. Option 1, stay. Option 2, sweep your right hand down. Pass your ear and up towards the ceiling for 1 breath as you inhale. Exhale, everyone rise back up into Warrior 2. Reverse your warrior as you lift that left hand up to the ceiling. Option 1 again, stay. Everybody bend your left knee. Option 2, challenge your core, reach your right hand towards the back of the room. Stay. Return back into Warrior 2. Straighten your front knee. Maybe now just do a quick triangle pose because I forgot how it goes like. Just reach the left hand down, reach the right hand up. I think I probably messed up the pose already. Never mind, we'll all end up somewhere. Next inhale, rebend the left knee. And keeping your hands here or palms to heart center, you're going to straighten the left knee. Bend the right, lift the left toes up and sit into Skandasana pose. Left hand reaching over to your toes, right hand goes up. So it means that your bum doesn't go all the way down to the ground. Stay over here. Now, Bruce Lee coming up. Rebend the left knee and come back into Warrior 2, reversing your warrior. Exhale, Warrior 2. Again, going back into Skandasana. Your hands can go anywhere they want. Inhale, rebend into Warrior 2. I don't know how my hands are going. And exhale. Did I just say Skandasana? No, exhale. Side angle pose, left hand goes inside your left thigh as you reach the right hand all the way up. Ha! Rebend into your Warrior 2 and sit back. This time around, Skandasana pose. Skandasana pose over here, we're going to go to Flamingo. Our option is to just reach your right elbow inside your right thigh. I'm going to show you the screen over here. So, right elbow inside your right thigh, lift the left foot all the way up. You're all at the back of the mat already, right? Great. Now you're going to, option 1, stay, right hand outside your right foot, left hand goes up. Option 2, bend your right elbow so you want to reach, fold your right elbow in and reach behind you. Left hand going to drop all the way behind and you're going to look up to the ceiling. Option 3, start to walk your left toes in underneath your hips. Maybe you want to stay or you want to start to lift the right heel off. Balancing onto your left foot, suck the belly button and come up to stand. Flamingo, flat, flat, flat for 3, for 2, and 1. Everybody drop back down. Flamingos, release the left foot all the way straight up. Join the rest of us, right hand outside, left hand goes up. Very nice. I better return towards the back of the mat again before I lose my entire compass. Okay? Now you're going to rebound back into your Warrior 2 And then I messed up sequence, that's why I'm going to straighten your both knees, spin your both toes towards where you're going to face, and you're going to wide leg up, forward fold over here. Forward fold, again, you can choose to stretch. You can choose to go upside down. For those who did upside down, maybe you can do from headstand, tripod maybe. Your choice. Maybe for those, if you're really comfortable, you got one more breath to come all the way down. Those in forward fold, shift it over to your big toes, maybe dive for a little bit more. Those upside down, you should have really made your way down. Hands below your shoulders, inhale halfway up, straighten the elbows, pushing your bum backwards. And as you exhale, soften your knees, point your left toes forward, rise back up into warrior two. Next inhale, reach forward. Exhale, left hand inside left thigh one more time, right hand reaches up. This time round, bend that right elbow behind you, right palm facing away from your back. Find your inner thigh, left inner thigh. Drop your left shoulder underneath and find maybe the other part of the thigh, or find two hands. Look down the mat. I forgot to straighten earlier, so everyone step your left right foot back into the center one step. Straighten left knee, bend. Try to bring your left heel closer down towards your calf muscles. Very slowly rebend the left knee. Looking at the sink for a while. Gaze down at the mat. Step right foot forward towards the top of the mat. Balancing onto your foot, lift your left heel off. Keeping hold onto your bind, rise up to stand, bringing the left knee along with you. If you have lost your bind, release, left hand hangs onto the outer edge of the left knee. Those in bind, straighten that left foot as much as possible for 3, 2, 1. Rebend. Coming back down. Do not release your bind. Step back to your warrior two legs first, then release your hands. We're just going to slowly walk our hands forward, step your right foot outside your right hand again. First of all, before you go down, straighten your knees. Wide leg up, forward fold. Wipe out the sweat. Very nice. Slowly bend your knees, sit down. Malasana pose. Palms to heart center, rock it out over here. So that was a solid 1 hour, by the way. It's 7:20 now. Thanks for joining me so far. Take one deep breath over here as you inhale. And as you exhale, I want you to release the hands, reach forward, lift that chest up a little bit more. I'm incorporating animal flow already, as you realize. As you lift the chest up a little bit more, stay. Keeping your chest lifted, sit a little bit more. If you find it really hard, I want you to lift your hips up a little bit more. This is perfectly fine. Okay, now come up onto your toes as you open up your hands out over to the side. Hooray! Take one deep breath over here as you inhale. Exhale, hands down onto the ground. Walk your way back to the center of the mat, still staying onto your toes and on your hands. Great. Start to find your hands down. Start to actually walk your feet underneath back into your tabletop pose. Tabletop O pose over here. Take one deep breath as you inhale into your cow spine. Exhale into your cat spine, enjoying the stretch at the same time. Inhale, neutral tabletop pose. Tuck your toes in. Round your shoulders. Inhale, lift your kneecaps up 1 inch above the ground. Now, keeping your left knee bent, you're going to spin down onto the inside of your left foot. Kick your right leg out over to the left as you reach the left hand up. Draw your hips down. I will demo first. For those who have done animal flow with me, you will understand what this is. It's a side kick. So basically, you're coming onto your tabletop. Watch me first. This is your nice chance for a water break. So as you tuck your left toe, both toes in, you're going to swivel your hips. So notice this foot up. It's the left foot. It's going to swivel down onto the inside. I'm going to lift like this and kick it up as you reach your hands up. Noticing my hips doesn't sink. It just stays all the same height. Then I'm going to slowly return back into your floating tabletop. The other side, same thing as usual. So you're just going to keep doing this. Notice my hips do not really move. It is super, super duper controlled. Okay? Tabletop. Tabletop over here. Stay. Just a nice insert for fun play. Just listen very carefully to my cues. Next inhale, lift the kneecaps out 1 inch above the mat. Round the shoulders slightly. Now you're going to swivel down to inside the left foot. Kick your right foot out over to the left side. Reach the left hand up. Exhale, return back into floating tabletop pose. 1 breath. Inhale. Exhale, swivel down to the right and kick the left foot out. Reaching the right hand up. Got the cue? Good. One more time on the other side. Good. Both hands down onto the mat. And swivel, kick through with your right leg. Exhale, come back in tabletop. Floating it. And swivel down to the other side. Kick through with your left leg. Come back onto your tabletop. Knees down to the ground. Sit down to your heels. Stretch it out with your hands. Great. How's all doing? Perfect. Now, this time around, we're going to go into a shoulder opener. It is a bit of a last bit of flow before we end the entire session. So basically from here, what we're going to do, again, floating tabletop. As we kick through, you're going to plant your right foot down, both toes pointing towards the back. This hand still stays upright, hands over to your heart. You're going to push away and just lift up, feeling the openness in your right hand. Try it as I guide all of you. Okay? Come on to your tabletop. The same, first part of the move is the same. Tuck your toes in, lift your knees off the ground. You're going to kick through your right foot, so the right foot kicks over to the left, swivel down onto your left foot, reaching your left leg up. Bend your right knee and plunge your both feet down to the ground. Both knees are going to point towards the back of you. Left hand over to your heart, squeeze your bum and lift the chest and your hips up to the ceiling. Yay, enjoy it. Now exhale, hips floating off the ground. This time around, you're going to look down the mat. Your right knee is going to go underneath as you return back into tabletop. 1 breath as you inhale. Now try the other side. Exhale, kick your left foot out over to the side, reaching the right hand up. Plant the left foot down, both knees pointing towards the back of the room. Right hand over to the heart center. Squeeze the bum, inhale, lift the chest, lift the hips up all the way high up. Exhale, hips hover, look down at the floor. Your left foot is going to go underneath, so left foot kicks back, right hand goes down, coming back into tabletop. Bring your knees back down, keep your toes tucked in, rise up, sitting down, kneeling down onto the mat, reaching the hands up. Exhale, palms to heart center. Have your knees hip width apart, tuck your toes in. In the next inhale, roll that shoulder set, squeeze the bum really tight. Exhale, lean back, coming back weight onto your toes. Stay as you keep reaching all the way back for 3, for 2, and 1. Push it forward. One more breath as you inhale. Exhale, reaching all the way back. Option 1, palms to heart center. Option 2, hands reaching forward. Option 3, hands reaching backwards, thumbs falling down for 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Hands down onto the ground. Walk your way back, sinking down onto your belly button over here. Very nice. Lift yourself halfway off the ground. I want you to slide the left shoulder, elbow all the way underneath, and just rest. Bend that right knee into a frog leg. Right knee bended. Good. You're going to lean into your left shoulder. Reach your right hand up to the ceiling. As you look up to the ceiling, keep the right knee bent and touching down to the ground, and just drop your right hand behind you. So as you drop your right hand behind you, this is a nice stretch for you to stay. Your bottom knee, your left knee is going to bend, and you're going to try to find your outer edge of your foot with your right hand. As you kick into it, you're going to open up the shoulder over here. I think you should be able to see me on the floor. Yep. So this is what all of us are going to be. If you are lost, return back onto your belly button. Listen very carefully. The rest of us can stay in stretch. Your right knee bends. Your left hand goes underneath. And you're going to lean, reaching your right hand up. Finding your bended rounded foot, and you're going to open up over here. One more breath. So you release. Straighten out both feet, coming back onto your belly button. The other side, okay? Resting onto your elbows, bend the left knee out to the side. Give yourself some leeway, slide your right shoulder underneath. Lying down to your shoulder, reach that left hand up. Just drop your left hand behind you. It's already nice and open, or you can bend the bottom leg and find it and kick it to open up the shoulder. Allow yourself to slow your breath. Very slowly, you're going to release, you're going to lie back down, back on the mat. Bending your knees, bridge pose to counter stretch everything. Draw your feet in close towards your bum, feet are hip-width apart. In the next inhale, lift your bum up, interlace fingers underneath your back, and start to wriggle both your shoulders together, chin away from your chest, and lift your bum even higher. Allow yourself to breathe. As you breathe, you want to feel your shoulders squeeze together. As you exhale, you want to squeeze your bum a little bit more. Slowly release your hands. Bring your bum back down to the floor. Whew. Hug your right knee in towards the right side of your chest. Keeping the left knee still bent, placing down to the ground. Allow your right knee to pull out a little bit more so you feel a nice opening of a stretch. The more you pull the right knee out, the more it is better. Half the heavy baby pose. Use your right hand, grab the outer edge of your right foot, and just open it up. Allow your right knee to touch down to the ground where possible. Left hand just rest onto your left hip, left thigh, your choice. Making sure your left bum cheek doesn't cramp over here. As you exhale, place your right heel over your left thigh. Glute stretch coming up, pull your left thigh in towards your chest, interlace fingers, and just hug it in with your right foot balancing over your left thigh. Allow your lower back to rest down onto the mat. Finger stretch across your right glute muscles. Very slowly release the left foot down onto the ground, release right foot down to the ground. Hug the left knee in towards your left armpit. Try to imagine you're pulling the left knee a little bit further out over to the side at a 45-degree angle. Then you can reach your left hand over to the outer edge of your left foot and kick it up towards the ceiling, pulling the left knee all the way down to the floor. Half a happy baby pose on this side is always nice to stretch. And very slowly, you're going to stack your left heel over your right thigh. Hugging your right thigh in towards your body and take a nice stretch over here. Allowing, as your exhalation, you want to sink your hips down to the mat a little bit more. Channeling the stretch into your glutes as you relax your lower back down to the floor. You can use a bit of strength for your right thigh to push your left ankle in slightly. Deepen your stretch. And as you exhale, release your both feet down onto the ground. Butterfly feet, close your feet together and let your knees drop out over here. Just flap it. Okay. And now use your hands to close your knees back together. Your knees are touching, walk your feet out over to the edges of the mat. And just hanging there over here for an inner thigh stretch. Great. Over here, very slowly walk your feet again below your knees. Hugging both knees into the center of your chest. Let your head drop down first. I want you to feel that as you push your shin bones into your forearms, you're gluing your lower back down to the ground. There should be a nice sensation along your hip flexors as you try to pin your bum down to the ground. Good. Staying over here. Now what we're going to do, we're just going to rock up and down to massage your back or rock from side to side. Tucking your chin in towards your knees, start to rock up, rock down, rock up, rock down, rock side to side, don't fall. Okay. And then very slowly we're going to rock all the way up to same position over here. In your same position, I want you to just stretch your feet out in front of you, feet hip-width apart. Use your hands to pull your bum cheeks back. As you pull your bum cheeks back, I want you to keep your knees slightly soft, not straighten all the way, but dig your heels down into the ground. Alright? Inhale, stay onto your fingers, lifting your chest up. I want you to pull the chest forward. Now, keeping this chest up, keeping your heels digging down to the ground, I want you to walk forward, 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 while keeping looking forward. Now, you're going to start to lift your hands off the ground. And you're going to pulse forward as you dig your heels down into the ground. Okay? Take slow pulses because I want you to slowly release the lower back. I want you to start to feel a stretch in your hamstring muscles as you keep pointing your toes up to the ceiling. And then very slowly, I want you to just soften your bounces. Start to grab your feet with any part of your hands. Because your knees are bent, you're able to do so, but you're always looking forward. And then very slowly, you're going to stay and keep the elbows bent. So this should feel like you're releasing your lower back muscles over here. And some of you will feel this stretch in your hamstring muscles. If this is available for you, you can straighten your knees just a little bit more as long as you are not hunching your upper back. Okay? Staying for 2 full breaths as you inhale. Always look forward as you exhale. Just use your elbows to deepen your stretch. Bend your elbows more. 1 more breath as you inhale. And as you exhale, tuck your chin in. Hands down to the ground. I want you to roll yourself up really slowly over here, keeping your chin still tucked in. Now the next inhale, roll that shoulders back, lifting your chest up, lifting your chin up. And exhale, slide out to release. So, I've come to the end of the session. If you want to, you can continue to practice. If you want to go to Shavasana, go ahead and do so. Otherwise,